Remember the 5th of November. Yes, today is the 5th of November. And of course, a lot of people have seen the film V for Vendetta. But how many people have read the graphic novel on which the film was based? Well, you see, the film that you've seen, V for Vendetta, is based on a graphic novel by a guy called Alan Moore. And if you read the graphic novel, which I recommend you do if you are interested in anything to do with what some people call the red pill, then if you read it, you'll see that there's a lot more to this book than was in the film. And that's no criticism of the film, this is often how things are. But some of what's in the book seem very different to what you would imagine, given some of the people who seem to like the film. For instance, what you've got on your screen here is from the book, from the graphic novel, and it is the main character V saying, "Do what thou wilt, that shall be the whole of the law." Hold on a second. The lead character V is saying something that comes straight from Aleister Crowley. That seems a little bit strange. Why is he called V anyway? Well, V, veri, universum, vivis vici. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's just how I would pronounce it as an English speaker, but I'm sure that's incorrect. Correct me in the comment section below if you like. It means, by the power of truth, I, while living, have conquered the universe. It is attributed to Aleister Crowley. And the attribution is taken up in the graphic novel V for Vendetta. Here the initialism VV, VVV, appears embossed in an arch of V's hideout. The character of V explains that these stand for the phrase, and then you get that same basic phrase. So on one interpretation of the book, the name V itself is tied in one way to another to Aleister Crowley. Now, how many people know that? How many people actually know any of this? I didn't until this year. You see, I'm still learning. And I've got a lot more learning to do, but it's exciting for me. We've got the internet now, and there's people on the internet who it's hard to find open-minded, intelligent people, but when you do find them, it's so easy to communicate with them, and it's an exciting time to be alive. So with all of that said, what I want to let you guys know about is the most recent member Discord call, and of course the first hour of all of these calls is now available for free. So I'll put a link in the info box below. All you need is a freeloader membership, and you can access the first roughly 60 minutes, sometimes more, sometimes 75, 70 minutes. But I release the first hour of these calls to the public, and in the first hour we always have a segment where we do trivia. And in the trivia, the questions can range from the baby hoaxes, such as what was the name of the boogeyman who supposedly killed all the kids in the school in 2012, through to questions about 9/11, such as what were the flight numbers of the planes, what is the significance of those flight numbers, and if you're familiar with Aleister Crowley, you might know why the number Flight 11 and Flight 77 are important, and Flight 93 for that matter. But questions can also be about logic, standard form arguments, the trivium, these kinds of things. It is a mixed bag, and every week we do the trivia, and already I can see some of the participants are getting better at the trivia. They're starting to remember certain key pieces of information and certain key ideas, and this is one of the big problems with people who spend their time watching videos or reading blogs or listening to podcasts of the truth, the so-called truth realm, is that they're taking in all of this information, but because there's no revision, there's nothing like this, it's in one ear out the other. It's worse than a waste of time. It's actually clouding their mind. So what I'm hoping to do with the trivia segment, and I think it's working, is getting people to revisit the information with the intention of helping people to retain the information so that they can begin to understand the significance of it and hopefully put some good ideas into practice. So I'll put the links to that in the info box below. That's a handy little November 5th gift to you. Go and check it out. But that'll do us for today. So on the 5th of November 2018, John the Bond signing off. Until next time, you guys take care of yourselves and consider doing what thou wilt, which perhaps one day might well be the whole of the law.